friends, and welcome back to Lemon Tree Corner. This week in the studio we are going to be trucking right along, making more of those project bags for the upcoming yarn crawl in May. So let's take a look at what we did last week. So last week we made a bunch of the drawstring project bags. What's interesting about these is because there's no zipper, it actually comes together very nice. You make the outside and the lining separately, and then you sew them together with the drawstring in the middle, and yeah, it's just seems to come together easier than the pouch style that we normally do when we have a zipper. So those are all done. I'm very happy with the progress we're making. Been spending the weeknights cutting out interfacing to attach to all of our pieces for the new bags. So we've got, how many of these ones do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we only have 5 of these, and we are making the Oxford pouch from Can Do Crafts. I love this one as well. It's got an A. This one has the two, oh, let's take a look. I have my prototype right here that we can take a look at. The nice thing about making bags is that I get to keep whatever bag I want to keep out of these projects. So this one has 2 sets of exterior pockets with the prettier fabric, and then a zipper, a detachable wristlet, and then the interior has more pockets and the lining. So lots of room in here. You can fit 3 skeins, a shawl project, that kind of thing. So we're gonna go pick out some zippers and get those started. And then turns out the yarn crawl isn't until the weekend of the 17th. So I have an extra weekend, which is good because I think we're gonna be hitting 1,000 subscribers at any minute now. We are at 971 when I'm recording this. And so I'm very excited that we're getting closer. If you have not subscribed, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and help us get to our goal of 1,000 wonderful, wonderful people in this community. Everybody's always so positive, and I really enjoy seeing all of your comments. So I've been thinking about our giveaway bag, and I thought I would go ahead and use these this charm pack that I got on vacation for that bag. So we've got some really cute, I don't know if you can see them with my face there, some really cute colors. We've got some peaches and some greens and some blues. So just a really nice muted kind of spring color palette. Only thing is I did not buy a lining for this fabric, so I'm gonna have to go online. She said that these are just coming out, so the fabric line might not be out for purchase yet. So what I might do is take 1 or 2 of these to Joann's and find a coordinating fabric that we can use for this bag. So this is the bag that I want to try and do for the giveaway. I think it'll be good because it's a large tote and should be useful for most of you. So very excited to do that. So we'll make the bag and then give it away. Give it away now. And hitting that subscribe button really helps the channel because basically YouTube thinks you have more credibility, more people like you, they promote your video to more people, so it kind of gets me out there in front of more people and helps me reach more people. So I would really appreciate it, and thank you to all of you who have hit subscribe and are coming along on this crazy ride with me. I wanted to show you progress on my blanket. So last week we started the blanket. I have not gotten any further, but I know that a lot of you do not make it to the outro, so I will share it with you again. So this originally was going to be the lark's foot stitch, but the cotton yarn just was not cooperating, so I went ahead and picked the block stitch, which is beautiful. So we've got 2 complete sets of rows now, and we're starting on our 3rd. I think I'm going to get at least 3 rows out of each of the colors. Out of each of the skeins, so that's good. And I'm a little disappointed with the white rose, but as my sister pointed out, as it's loved and washed, hopefully it will get kind of a little more fluffy. the cotton yarn just doesn't want to get fluffy. It doesn't fill up that space the way that a wool yarn would. So that's going to be like a year-long project in the background that I'm working on. But other than that, we are just focused on making all these project bags for the yarn crawl, and then after that, you know, I got a million bags to make. I bought all that new fabric in kind of the ochres and blue colors, kind of very 70s. So I have to figure out what bags we're going to make with those and get those started. And my sweet little dog Lucy is having surgery tomorrow. So we will see how that goes. I'll give you an update on her. If you could say a little prayer for her, send her some hugs and some love, because she'll be feeling awful. That would be greatly appreciated. And fun announcement, if you haven't seen it yet, I started a second channel. So I have a short little video explaining that, and just a place for me to put all of my nature walks and beautiful scenery from our vacations and stuff like that. So if you ever want a little moment of zen and be able to breathe and let go of your stress, you can head over to Lemon Tree Daydream. I'm very proud of that name. I was trying to come up with something that encapsulated what it was that wasn't already taken and figured we should keep the lemon tree in there. So I made it Lemon Tree Daydream. I'll put a link down below if you're interested in checking out that channel and subscribing to that as well. I've got lots of footage from previous vacations that I never processed, so I'm going to be coming out with some regular videos on that channel as well. So hope to see you over there. And so without further ado, go ahead and grab a water or a cozy beverage, curl up, and let's make more of these bags. Aww.
Here we are.
There she is with the big cone of shame.
Yeah, okay. I can take this one off. You guys can go ahead and put yours on. Thank you for being so good.
Thank you.
No problem. What's your tail?
Don't get the tail stuck in the door. Aww.
Should we take the coat off right now and try the donut?
Well, this week has been a little rocky so far with Lucy's surgery and having to tag team keeping an eye on her. So I have not got any of the interfacing cut out yet. So we're going to go ahead and get the interfacing cut out and this one as well. So we got 3 pieces, and you know me, I like to SF 101 everything. Start cutting these out. And I think I'm starting a new book. Let's take a look. Go to our wish list. Allie in the UK has been listening to the series, the Alison Weir series of the Queens. So I think I'm going to start listening to Catherine of Aragon. She has a book on each of the Tudor queens of King Henry. So add to library. So I did download it, it's just not in my library. Okay, so we're going to download this one and play this one while we cut stuff out.
Recorded Books and One Click Digital present Catherine of Aragon, The True Queen by Alison Weir. Narrated by Rosalind Landor.
So we're just going to kind of tackle the first bag. I went with the yellow zipper. And then we have an interesting way of doing the wristlet strap this time, where we're going to open these up. So it's a little different, so I will show you when we get to the sewing machine. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to open him up on the ends. We're going to sew the ends together, which is really hard to get them flat and together under the sewing machine. And then we're going to do our usual sewing here. But we got to make sure that our swivel clasp is on before we do that, because when we sew these together, it's going to be a continuous loop. Okay, so we're going to start with this. Yeah, I figure since I'm going on a field trip tomorrow, I should start making these tonight, just so I feel more comfortable. There's only 5 of them, so that's really good, but we do have our giveaway bag to start, and then those sweater bags that I wanted to try making, so lots to do still.
Sometimes I make this life thing harder than it needs to be. Not dead yet, true shit. So why do I worry about what I can't see? I've been stressing about money for my rent, but the money that I spent last night with my friends was worth it. Sometimes I make this life thing harder than it needs to be. So many lights, lights, lights with us tonight, night, night. Don't let them go to waste. Look into my eyes, eyes, eyes. It's gonna be alright, right, right. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. That's all we got. One moment, one shot. I don't.
We've got our exterior and then our lining part of the pocket, and you will see that they are 2 different sizes. One is way shorter than the other. So what we're going to do is we're going to line them up at the top here, and we're going to sew it 3/8, and then when we turn it upside down, this top is going to curve over. So it's kind of a nice feature. I like it.
We don't belong with mess.
So when we press this, we're going to line up the bottom pieces like that, and then the top is going to kind of curve over. So that exterior fabric is going to loop over into the lining part, and then we're going to top stitch here in the ditch. It's just kind of a nice feature, a little classy.
That's all we got. One moment, so many lights, lights, lights.
Okay, and now we can attach our pockets to our exterior pieces. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the halfway point with some chalk, just so that we know. And with this one, you could do it halfway, or you could do 3 pockets. Obviously, for the interior, if you do 3 pockets, they're going to be not thinner, less wide. They're going to be skinnier pockets, narrower pockets. So you just want to think about that. But I think 3 would be good, because then you have your, you just want to be able to get your hand in there still. Okay, now anytime you're sewing pockets on, what you want to do is you want to start from the bottom, go up, back stitch a few stitches, turn around, go back down, and that's going to give you a nice sturdy top here, because you're going to be constantly getting in and out of these pockets, and it just helps everything from sagging. You can also put a rivet here at the top, which is a nice touch. So you can put a rivet right here. And that might be nice for the chicken ones, to put a rivet. So I'm just going to go along this chalk line, which is really hard to see sometimes. So we're going to back stitch at the front, you know, at the beginning and end.
Look into my eyes, eyes, eyes. It's gonna be alright, right, right. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. Oh, that's all we got. One moment, one shot.
I've cut all of their heads off. Maybe I should have done a better job fussy cutting this fabric. I didn't think about that. Hey friends, just popping in to give you an update on Lucy's surgery. So she has had a rough night. She pulled a stitch. They suggested that we put her in a baby onesie. So here she is in a baby onesie. Not as much bleeding now that we took her back and they put another stitch in. They also wrapped her foot so that she's not scratching at the wound. So rough night, very little sleep, but we are all doing well. And they gave her some pain meds as well. So hopefully we'll be smooth sailing from here. My husband had to sleep on the couch with her last night just to monitor her. And we were really worried. We almost took her to the emergency vet, but we held out until our normal vet opened this morning so we could ask them what to do.
I would do anything. I would do anything for you. You know you're everything. You know you're everything to me. Spitting shade in the cold is just my bad temper. What am I supposed to do when the flames going high with my bad patience?
There we go, super cute. And we've got our strap that just attaches here. You can take it off. Very cute. I decided to use the chicken feet from the other one since we're doing chickens here. I don't know how I feel about this. Usually, I don't like two loud prints next to each other, but let me know what you think. I'm just so sad that I didn't notice the heads were cut off. But other than that, it's a really nice bag. Okay, so 4 more to go, and then we can start working on our giveaway bag.
I think I'm arsenic, but you don't mind that I'm toxic. Somehow you're fine with it, even when I'm chaotic. You see the shade in the cold, it's just my bad temper. What am I supposed to do when the flames going high with my bad patience? I hate it always falls on you.
We made it! We just hit 1,000 subscribers. Yay! So excited. Very appropriately, I was with my sister when it happened. Thank you, Kelly, for being my constant cheerleader. Could not have gotten here without you, definitely. So very excited about that. We went to the local yarn store day today, but I think I'm gonna share that footage with you next week because we've talked a lot about the dogs this week. I don't know that we're gonna have space for that, but next week we will be working on the giveaway bag. Yay! So very excited about that. My sister and I also took a trip to Joann's to get the rest of the fabric for that. So I'm all ready to go. After these are done, we will start on that bag. And then after that bag, we'll get back to our experimental sweater project bags. So that'll be the next thing. After this, I feel comfortable with the amount of bags I've made for the yarn crawl. So if you're new here, I'm doing a yarn crawl in a couple of weeks. That's why we're making all these project bags. I'm hoping to find my crochet and knitting peeps because I love making yarn bags. I mean, project bags. So very excited to do that show at one of the local yarn stores and have lots of project bags on hand for that. And then, yeah, so we're gonna try experimenting with maybe a sweater bag or a smaller sock bag. So those will be after our giveaway. And I'll give you a haul of the stuff I got at the yarn store next week as well. Yay! Second chicken bag done. The third chicken bag is gonna be one of the sweater bags. So that'll be one of the first ones I make. We're gonna experiment. I'm gonna make a bag for myself first out of the lemon fabric. So that will be the one that we experiment with because it'll be my bag. So if something goes wrong, no problemo, that will be the one I keep. And I've only got maybe 4 fabrics for that. I don't have a lot of fabrics for that. So that'll be fine. And all of the extra fabric that we have left over from these bags, I can make those sock bags if I figure out, you know, the geometry of how to do those from a photo. But I'm feeling confident. All of you guys have banded together to make me feel confident about my bag making skills. So we will definitely be trying to tackle some on-the-fly patterning, which I have not done before. So wish us luck. Okay, so I'm going to sew this one, and we've got 3 more left to do.
You and I till the end, don't need to pretend. Again and again, we'll stick together. Everything is alright with you by my side. We won't say goodbye, we'll stick together. I can pick you up when you're heading down. When it all just sucks, I'll be your Charlie Brown. You can make me laugh when I wanna cry. In a world gone mad, we're on an all-time high. And it wouldn't be the same without you. We have yet so many stupid things to do. You're the only thing I'm holding on to. Anywhere and anything, I'll be there. You and I till the end, don't need to pretend. Again and again, we'll stick together. Everything is alright with you by my side. We won't say goodbye, we'll stick together.
Hey friends, so that's it for this week. We have officially finished all of the project bags that we needed to finish. So next week we are going to be working on the 1,000 subscriber bag giveaway. Yay! And then the week after that we will try our hand at the sweater bags. So that's all gravy at this point. I have what I need for the yarn crawl show. So let's take a look at our finished Oxford bags. We have the pretty peacock, the chickens with the heads cut off. This is very unusual of me to put two loud prints next to each other, so I'm curious to see if this one sells or not. The other chickens with the chicken feet. So cute. The coffee. I think this is my favorite combination with this pink and the browns of the coffee. And the very interesting purple flowers. So some navy in there as well. So very excited to have these finished. So all I have to do now is put my labels on them, on all of them, and then we can get started on our next bag. So as you will have just seen, this week has been quite a challenge with Lucy having her surgery and just the frustrations. You know, I don't have any kids, these are my kids, and I don't know how you all do it. If you are a mother, you were a mother 20 years ago and your kids are all grown up, more power to you, because I just could not handle, you know, it's one thing to have a dog in surgery, it's quite another thing to have your human child in surgery, or recovering, or having a serious chronic illness. So just hats off to all the mothers out there for doing the hard work and the patient work of raising your children. So she's on the road to recovery. She's part corgi, so she's very stubborn and ornery. And at this point, we're just afraid of her scratching it open. So we're kind of monitoring her. You know, normally we would both be able to leave them in the kitchen and do our normal setup, but that's just not going to work right now. So she kind of needs somebody looking at her and stopping her from scratching all the time. She's got the donut on, but her back leg can still reach the area. So that's our main concern. The stitches don't come out for 2 weeks. I'm hoping we don't have to do this for the next 2 weeks, because I don't think we can do that. So once again, thank you all for getting me here to 1,000 subscribers. That's a huge milestone, and I've been doing this for about 2 years now. And I just appreciate all of the support and love that you've given me over the past few years. If you're new here and hit the subscribe button, thanks for doing that as well. So next week is my big thank you to you. We are going to be making a beautiful quilted tote that will be a giveaway. So stay tuned next week, and at the end of next week's video, if you're a subscriber, you can comment down below, comment anything on the next video, and you will be entered for the drawing. So very excited to do that. Very excited that we had this extra week. It's almost like it was meant to be. And I did find out that I hit 1,000 when I was with my sister at the yarn store. So can't get more perfect than that to find out and be able to share that with her. And that's it. So I will be sharing the yarn store stuff with you and a haul with you in the next video, and we'll take a look at where I am with the blanket and all that fun stuff in the next video. So thank you for joining me this week. I love it when you come and spend time with me under the lemon tree, and I hope to see you back here next week. Have a great week, everyone. Love you. Bye.
Take me out to California. Take me out to California. I feel the day is coming to an end, and my eyes are drawn to southern skies. And all the while I was trying to pretend the promised land